Thank you, thank you. Good evening, rich people. I gotta be honest, I feel like I'm at a casting call for Daddy Warbucks, and I'm not gonna get the job. Welcome, Your Eminence, President Trump, First Lady, random millionaires who are not yet billionaires. Welcome to the 79th Annual Al Smith Memorial Dinner. As you can, please give it up. Yes. As you can see how we're dressed, the theme again is let them eat cake. Now I understand some of you may recognize me as the guy who plays Tim Walz on SNL, but I want you to know that I'm going to be fair and balanced tonight, and I'm going to make jokes about both Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't address the elephant in the room. You know, you're all thinking about it. Let me just cut to the point and point out who's not here. And of course, I'm talking about the middle class. That filthy group of people. Right, Chuck? Do you know what I'm talking about? Can we have a round of applause for Chuck Schumer? Right? See, he does like being near microphones. Now, but seriously, this is a special night, people. This is the one night when Republicans and Democrats who used to be Republican and Republicans who used to be Democrats and independents and whatever Michael Bloomberg is now, we can... There he is. He's up there. I love how the front row doesn't even look at me. Do you know what I mean? Like, do those seats cost more? How much does it cost to not have to look at Gaffigan? That's my Bloomberg impression. I don't know about you. I think this is exciting. This is very exciting, right? We are 19 days until the election and likely a civil war. And, you know, I'm nervous. You know what I mean? It's like, this is my first civil war, guys. I don't own a musket. Have we decided who's wearing blue and who's wearing gray? Because I look better in blue because of my eyes, you know? But, of course, let's acknowledge our host for the evening, the Archbishop of New York, Timothy Michael Cardinal Dolan. Timothy Michael Cardinal Dolan. You know, I tell you, as the father of 5, saying that name feels like I'm trying to get my kids to come to dinner. Timothy Michael Cardinal dinner. My wife and I, we do have 3 boys, and I hope our son Cardinal doesn't feel too much pressure to become a priest. Full disclosure, Cardinal Dolan is also a friend of mine, and I would never put him on the spot, but Cardinal Dolan, I'm curious. The Pope did say that this election is a choice between the lesser of 2 evils. And so, 2-part question. 1, do you agree? And 2, who's more evil? All right, I'll come back to you. This, of course, is a Catholic event honoring Governor Al Smith, who in 1928 was the first Catholic to run on a major party. To put that in perspective, in 1928, Chuck Schumer was a first-term senator. Thanks for sitting here, Chuck. Of course, Joe Biden was our second Catholic president, right? After JFK. President Biden couldn't be here tonight. The DNC made sure of that. Oh. Oh, I guess I'm the only one that reads history. But this is a Catholic event. I'm Catholic. Any Catholics here? Yeah. They're yelling because it's hard to clap when you're holding a cocktail. Right? You know, if I could, I'd like to talk about my faith for a moment. Personally, I am Catholic because I truly believe that's what my wife wants. In a way, she is my higher power and definitely a punishing God. Yeah, it's true. I was raised Catholic, but I am Catholic today because of my wife, and she didn't pressure me. She just said, this is what you believe now. And, you know, it wasn't like the Spanish Inquisition. There was an implied convert or die. My beautiful wife, Jeannie, is here with us tonight. She's not sitting on the dais. She's sitting out there with all those losers that are only millionaires. You know, it's like pull yourself up by your bootstraps, right, Chuck? Right. Yeah. Today is a special day. Today, my wife Jeannie and I are celebrating our 21st wedding anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. We're not. That's a lie. But being on a dais filled with politicians, journalists, and business people, I felt obligated to tell a lie. You know, I didn't want them to feel out of place. Besides, I don't know when our anniversary is. You know, this event has been referred to as the Catholic Met Gala. 22% of Americans identify as Catholic. Catholics will be a key demographic in every battleground state. I'm sorry, why is Vice President Harris not here? I mean, consider this. This is a room full of Catholics and Jews in New York City. This is a layup for the Democratic nominee. I mean, in her defense, I mean, she did find time to appear on The View, Howard Stern, Colbert, and the longtime staple of campaigning, the Call Her Daddy podcast. You know what I think it is? I think she doesn't like me. Chuck, do I have bad breath? You know, but I love New York City. I believe that this city is the greatest city on earth. I do believe that. I have lived here for 35 years. I'm raising my children here, which is not for everyone. Sometimes a friend from home will ask, like, why are you raising your children in New York City? And I always say the same thing, because I don't want them to end up like you. We've raised all 5 of our children in downtown Manhattan, and I can honestly tell you, it was a mistake. I don't know if you remember, but there was a time when you could walk a city block and not smell pot. You know? And don't get me wrong, I love driving an hour and a half to Randall's Island to watch my son play soccer for 20 minutes. Of course, New York City is where Donald Trump was raised, right? And he turned out great. Yet New York is a state that Donald Trump statistically has little chance to win. You know? Who says you can't go home again? Apparently 20 million people. You know? We should not, but you know, let's not let this dais of dignitaries dress like, you know, background actors on Downton Abbey distract from the significant achievement we've made tonight. I mean this in all sincerity. The money that we've raised tonight is significant and will have a positive impact. You know? And after we pressure Mike Bloomberg to give more money, we will break $10 million. $10 million. Everyone look at Michael Bloomberg and tell him he should give more money. $10 million is pretty impressive, you know what I mean? I mean, granted, it could get you a studio apartment in Manhattan, which seems, you know, expensive, especially considering you can get a mayor for 2 business class flights. Did I break I didn't think we had borders anymore. All right, let's